Alrighty, folks. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Good. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Guys, my name is Sam, and I will be your driver for the next couple of days. Now, you can get out on the water as fast as possible with only a couple of safety rules. First stop, while the boat is moving, guys, please remain seated at all times. Once the boat comes to a full stop, then you can feel free to stand up, take a look around, pictures, videos, whatever you like. Hands and feet have to stay inside the boat at all times, unless you want to donate a body part to the alligators. If you do, you tell me now, and I bring you waivers and cameras. Anybody? No? Good. Hats nice and tight, or the wind blows them clean off your head. Glasses on your face, not on top of your head or chest. If they fly off and they hit that prop, it just won't fit you again. I promise you that. That's it, guys. We're here for a good time. Feel free to ask questions. If I don't have an answer for you, I will try to get one as soon as we hit the dock. Who's first time on an airboat? All right, see my hands up too. First day on the job, guys. shout to everybody enjoying the ride so far. Oh wow, you guys aren't enjoying it at all. Never mind, let's take you back to the dock. Forget about the sword. Alright guys, welcome to the Everglades. The Everglades is also known by another name. It's known as a river of grass, and it is actually one of the slowest moving rivers in the world, flowing at approximately 1/4 mile to 1 mile per day. It comes down from Lake Okeechobee in West Palm Beach all the way to the beautiful Florida Keys. Approximately 125 miles long by 55 miles wide, reaching a total of 7.5 million acres. Out of that, 1.5 million acres belongs to the Everglades National Park, which we're in right now. Now the Everglades are composed about 70% sawgrass, the big tall grass out in front of us, a few other types of grass like needlegrass and hardwood hammocks. The 30% it's water. Sawgrass is a 3-side serrated edge sedge. Run your fingers with its grain and you're okay. Go against that grain though and it behaves like a serrated edge kitchen knife. It will cut you even down to the bone. Now hardwood hammocks to the native Indians signify land above water. In the way that the hammocks form when a bird flies by, drops a seed, over time a tree will grow. As time progresses, a cluster of trees will grow together with the roots tangled into one another. As the leaves and branches will fall in the water, they'll gather mud that will harden above the surface of the water. To give you an example of a hardwood hammock, if you look on the right side of the boat, the tiny patch of trees we passed by a moment ago, right over there, that's the very beginning of a hammock. However, that is young, only about 40 years old at this point in time. Way too small and too soft to walk on. Now there are hammocks in the Everglades that are 5 miles by 5 miles and teardrop shaped due to the slow moving currents. And in the old days, the Miccosukee Indians and Seminole Indians lived on hammocks like those. Nowadays, they're inhabited by animals like black bears, Florida panthers, coyotes, hogs, deer, and they go from one hammock to another looking for food and shelter. In the canals, you'll find the smaller animals like raccoons, possums, turtles, snakes, fish, and of course our beautiful alligators. The water all around us is all fresh water and only about 3 feet deep right now. And it's very important to us Floridians because this is the water we drink at home and what can be consumed at the hotels as well. Now that is after the filtration plant, so you don't have to be nervous yet. We have over 350 different species of fish, 300 species of birds, and 36 types of snakes. 4 of them venomous, including the diamondback rattlesnake and the cottonmouth. Do you guys have any questions? That's a lot of information in one tiny stop. No questions? All right. In a moment, we're going to the canal on the right side of the boat. I will ask that everyone please keep their eyes open. If along the way you see something you would like me to stop for, signal me, and I will gladly try to stop for you guys. I do have to advise you though, signal me as soon as you see it, because the boats are not equipped with brakes or reverse. Unless one of you wants to jump in and push us back for another look. Any volunteers for that job? All right, let's get in there. Stand up, feel free to do so. For those of you on the left, if you can't see, you can choose to step on my seats. If you do step on the seats, be careful you don't fall in that water. If you fall in, I only say you better swim fast. Now guys, a female alligator will grow an average of 7 to 9 feet at best, while a male alligator really does not stop growing. Largest one ever captured, 19.5 feet when it was captured. That was in the late 1890s. From then to now, sizes have dwindled down. Nowadays, big alligators between 13 and 15 feet. They can live an average of about 50 to 70 years in the wild, while in captivity they can live upwards of 100 years. Some of the reasons for that: number 1, vets; number 2, stress; number 3, they're actually cannibals. They eat each other. With their powerful tails and hind legs, they can swim at speeds of 25 to 35 miles per hour. If they really want to, they can jump out of the water the length of their bodies plus 2 feet. meaning that alligator right there, although small, can easily get inside this boat. Why do you think your driver sits all the way up here? Sorry guys, somebody has to bring the boat back. Now typically you got nothing to worry about unless you're wearing pink or purple. They hate those colors. Oh, shoot. mother alligator will lay an average of 35 to 45 eggs per year. In some rare cases, she could lay up to 91, but only 10% of the babies actually make it to adults, which is 5 years of age. For the first 3 years, mama guards her young. The first year, she fearlessly guards and protects them. Second year, she pushes them back a bit. She has a new cluster of babies. At the end of the third year, if they don't leave, she'll simply turn around and eat them. So for those of us that have kids, think about it, guys. So college funds, birthday party, you get out or you dinner. It's not a bad game plan. I tell my boys all the time, keep messing with me. I got a place for you to go. Second, I'll turn it to the right attention. Dives underwater and chases the fish around. Whether it succeeds or fails, it has to allow his wings to dry before it can take a long flight. They can stay underwater for several minutes at a time. Now these birds do not possess wool on their feathers like ducks do, so their feathers become extremely damp and heavy, making it really difficult for them to take flight after they come up out of the water. We're going to bump down to the tree in front of us. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Those are the Everglades brakes, guys. Right side of the boat, you'll start to notice a lot of the trees next to us have what looks like pineapple tops growing on them. They're families of the bromeliads, air plants. What's unique about them is that they don't need any soil to grow. They take everything they need from the environment around them, like the early morning dew, the mist, and the decaying tree leaves. The trees themselves are called pond apple trees, and they grow a fruit that looks kind of like an apple. If you eat the fruit when it's green, it acts like an industrial strength laxative. It can put you in a bathroom for a few days. Eat the fruit when yellow and it's extremely sour. Considered to be edible, but I wouldn't say eatable. If you have somebody back home you don't like or don't want to see for a few days, one nice green fruit will take good care of them for you. They're the 25% turtles, birds, small mammals, and every once in a while, the occasionally one is your tourist. No, sir. No, sir. We've been doing this for over 80 years in these waterways. They've all grown accustomed to us. We like to explain it this way. It's like when somebody lives close to the airport or the train tracks. That first year or two, the sounds are dampening and drive you crazy, but after a little bit, your brain just tunes it out. You don't really hear it anymore. Same thing for them. We have a running joke and say the day we stop doing tours out here, these alligators are going to swim to the city and go, where the heck everybody go? We're out here 365 days a year. The only time we shut down is if there's a big hurricane about to hit land, and we close because it's touching land, and open as soon as it passes. So to them, this is an everyday thing. This is normal. If you did this in a place where a boat's never gone before, at first they would hide, but then if you stayed long enough, they'd still come to investigate because you're in their territory. They want to know what's going on. Around the leads, all around the boat, just above the surface of the water, are called splatter-dot lilies. They have three purposes in the glades. They produce oxygen for the fish, food for the birds and the turtles, and a yellow flower that always points in the direction of the sun. In the old days, the Miccosukee Indians and Seminole Indians would take the plants and bring the roots to the surface, then tie them into a raft that would carry their belongings on. So, folks, how do we all enjoy the tour?